Hi, good morning, students. I welcome you all for the second lecture on performance of transmission lines, which comes under module 3. So, in this lecture, we'll be discussing about the vector diagram about the nominal pi method that comes under medium transmission line. In the last lecture, we have discussed the classification of the transmission line based on the length of the transmission line and the voltage. And in the last class, we have discussed about the nominal T method. And in this lecture, we'll be discussing about nominal pi method. So here, in case of medium transmission line, if the length of the transmission line is in between 50 to 150 kilometer long and the line voltage, if it is between 20 to 100 kilovolt, then they are called as medium transmission line. So based on the capacitance location, they are classified into two types, nominal T and nominal pi method. In case of nominal pi method, so here the capacitance will be divided, that is half of the capacitance is made available between the two ends, that is one half at the sending end and one half at the receiving end. So these capacitors which are placed near the sending end, they will not contribute for the voltage drop. Okay, so here out of the three phases, one phase will be considered. Capacitors which are placed near the sending end will not contribute for the voltage drop. So next we'll draw the circuit diagram for this nominal pi method. So here we can see that the circuit looks like a pi model, the symbol pi model. So here we can see that at the sending end we have the sending end current IS. Next, the sending end current IS, it will be divided into IL and IC2, since you have capacitor, half of the capacitor near the sending end. Now again at node A, the same current IL gets divided into IC1 and IR. IR is nothing but the receiving end current. IC1 is nothing but the capacitor current which is placed near the receiving end, and IC2 is nothing but the capacitor current near the sending end. IL is nothing but the line current which is flowing in case of the parameters R and XL. Next, so these are the parameters just now we have discussed. Vs is the sending end voltage per phase, Vr is the receiving end voltage, IR is the load current, R is the resistance per phase, XL is the inductive reactance per phase, C is the capacitance per phase. So, but this capacitance is divided into two halves. So, V1 is nothing but the voltage across capacitor. So, V1 is nothing but the voltage across the capacitor. IC1 is nothing but the capacitance current near the load. IC2 is the capacitance current near the sending end. Next, we'll draw the vector diagram. So here also, when you consider the diagram, the circuit diagram, so first we should come from the receiving end side. So here also load is assumed to be inductive. So now consider VR as a reference. With respect to VR, we are going to draw the current IR. So now draw the phasor, that is VR. Now, since we said that it has a lagging power factor, because inductive load will have lagging power factor. Next, draw the current IR. So it will be lagging by an angle of phi r. Next, after this circuit, we have the current, means we have the capacitors which are placed near the sending end and near the receiving end. Now, the capacitor current IC1 plus the receiving end current IR will be equal to the sum of the current, that is IL. Okay. Now, we'll draw that current, that is IC1 plus IR will give you the current IL. Okay. Now, this IL will be taken as reference. By taking IL as reference, we are going to draw the voltage drop across the resistor. So now in case of a pure resistive circuit, we know that voltage and current will be in phase. Now IL is taken as a reference. With respect to IL, I have drawn the drop IL into R. Next we have inductive reactance XL. Now that inductive reactance will be exactly 90 degree, means voltage will be leading the current IL by exactly 90 degree. Now join this triangle, we'll be getting IL into Z. So now to sum of the current IL, that is the line current IL plus capacitor current IC2. So here we can see IL plus IC2 will give you the current IS. Next, after joining VR plus drop of IL Z will give you the voltage, that is the sending end voltage Vs. Now the angle between sending end voltage and sending end current is nothing but the angle phi s. Okay, so this is how we are going to draw the vector diagram for nominal pi model. Next, these are the equations which are related to the nominal pi method. So VR is nothing but VR plus J0. IR is nothing but IR into cos phi r minus J sin phi r, because current is lagging behind the voltage. So that is why we have the angle as negative. Next, charging current at the receiving end IC1 is equal to VR divided by J into XC. So J XC is nothing but omega C. So since we have the capacitor, that is half the capacitor, so that is why it is taken as omega C by 2. Next, we know that the line current IL is equal to IR plus IC1. So here also sending end voltage Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z. So Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z. Charging current IC2 is equal to same, because the capacitor current is divided across the sending end side and the receiving end side. The only change is with the voltage Vs divided by J into XC or J omega C by 2 into Vc. Again, if you simplify, omega is equal to 2 pi f, 2 will get cancelled. So now the sending end current Is is equal to IL plus IC2. Next, transmission efficiency. So as we have discussed, we need to remember the two parameters whenever we are talking about the performance of the line transmission line. We need to know the transmission efficiency of that line and the voltage regulation related to that line. So what is this transmission efficiency? It is nothing but the ratio of receiving end power to that of the sending end power. In terms of percentage, means multiplied by 100 will give you transmission efficiency. PS is equal to Vs into Is into cos phi s. PR is equal to VR into IR into cos phi r, as far as for single phase is concerned. So the efficiency of the transmission should be very high. Next is the voltage regulation. A voltage regulation also, it will be represented in terms of percentage. So regulation is nothing but the difference between the sending end voltage and the receiving end voltage with respect to the receiving end voltage is called as the voltage regulation, where Vs is the sending end voltage, Vr is the receiving end voltage, and we should see that the voltage regulation should be as low as possible. Next is we'll discuss about the generalized circuit constants. So here we need to derive the expression for the sending end voltage and the sending end current in terms of the parameters, that is ABCD parameters. So this is the general standard equation, that is nothing but Vs is equal to A into Vr plus B into IR, Is is equal to C into Vr plus D into IR. Now, in order to find out the expression for A, by taking IR as constant, so we can get A is equal to Vs divided by Vr and C is equal to Is divided by Vr when IR is kept constant. Similarly, B is equal to Vs divided by IR and D is equal to Is divided by IR when Vr is kept at 0. If the network is symmetrical, if we have symmetrical network, then A value will be equal to D value. If the network is reciprocal, then we have AD minus BC is equal to 0. Sorry, AD minus BC is equal to 1. If the network is reciprocal, then we have AD minus BC is equal to 1. So now we need to derive the expression for ABCD parameters for a given short transmission line. So this is the circuit for short transmission line. So in this case, there is no capacitance effect. We know that I is nothing but IS is equal to IR is equal to I in case of short transmission line. First, write the standard equation. Vs is equal to A into VR plus B into IR. Is is equal to C into VR plus D into IR. Now, with respect to this short transmission line, your Vs is equal to VR plus I into Z. Okay, so same thing I have written here. Is is equal to IR is equal to 1. So now compare this equation with the standard equation. Now the parameter of the coefficients of VR, that is A is equal to 1 in case of this short transmission line, and coefficient of B is equal to Z, coefficient of C is equal to 0 because in your current equation there is no VR. Then D is equal to 1. The coefficient of D is equal to 1 in case of this line, that is the current expression, because Is is equal to IR is equal to I. That is why IR is nothing, coefficient of IR is 1, which is equal to D. Now in this we can see that A is equal to D, so the network is symmetrical. Now similarly AD minus BC, if you solve, so you'll be getting expression as 1. So that is why the network will be reciprocal. Next, medium transmission line, under that nominal T method. So same circuit I have written for nominal T method. So here with respect to this circuit, we are going to represent the equation as, we know that sending end voltage Vs is equal to V1 plus Z by 2 into Is. Now V1 is equal to what? VR plus Z by 2 into IR. Now what is this capacitor current? IC is equal to V1 into Y. Now Is is equal to IC into IR. So these are the general equations which we have discussed in the last class only. Now Is is equal to V1 into Y plus IR is the equation. Substitute for Is here. Now if you again solve this, you will be getting this equation. Is is equal to Y into VR plus 1 plus YZ by 2 into IR. See that you are going to represent this as per the standard expression. Now Vs is equal to 1 plus YZ by 2 into VR plus Z plus YZ square by 4 into IR. If you solve this, definitely you will be getting these two equations, that is the expression for Is and Vs. Now comparing these two equations with the standard equations, we are going to write the coefficients for A, B, C, D parameters. Now A is equal to D is equal to 1 plus YZ by 2, B is equal to Z plus YZ square by 4, and C is equal to Y. Since A is equal to D, then the network is symmetrical, and if we solve AD minus BC, we will be getting 1. Then the network will be reciprocal. Next, nominal pi method. So here also we can directly write the expression Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z. Now substitute for IL into Z here. So here means if you solve this, you will be getting this expression. Is is equal to IC2 plus IL. IC2 is equal to Vs into Y by 2. Next, IL is equal to IC1 plus IR. Then Is, now you should substitute for Is is equal to IR plus IC1 is there. If you substitute this, you will be getting this expression. So if you need to substitute and find out the expression for IS and VS. Now, when you compare these two equations with the standard equation, so the parameter of the parameter A, that is nothing but the coefficient of VR, is equal to 1 plus YZ by 2. Then the coefficient, and that is equal to D, because you can see here Vs is equal to A into VR plus B into IR, and IS is equal to C into VR plus B into IR. D value is also 1 plus YZ by 2. D is equal to Z and C is equal to 1 plus YZ by 4. So since A is equal to D, the network is symmetrical, and AD minus BC is equal to 1, then the network is reciprocal. So I hope I am clear. So in the next lecture, we'll be deriving the expression for long transmission line. Until then, thank you. Thank you all.